We are reviewing the third chapter of that book. The purpose of the book is for us to learn how to think and grow rich. When wealth creation is not magic. It has a process. It has things that you do and then you end up wealthy. Okay? So you're trying to find out those things, and it begins in the mind. It begins in the mind. As you remember our church, it is the thoughts that lead to actions. Okay? So if your thinking is wrong, my friend, then so we'll start with so the third chapter was talking about what was the title? Relaxed. What was it?
Relaxed intensity.
Yes, relaxed intensity. Okay. Yes, and it talks about leadership. So the first question is, because the writer says that everyone is a leader. So do you believe everyone is a leader? And please defend your response to that question.
Maybe yes. Good or bad. Good and bad.
When you say good and bad,
what we are born, I believe we are born with the same. We are all born, and then character nekufula, because you're a leader at home, you're in your family. Like God has given you the responsibilities to take care of something, so you're leading something. So basically, we are all leaders. Are you a good leader? That is something you need to develop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, I think when it comes to whether you're a good leader is another discussion. But yeah, so you're saying everyone is
because
everyone is a leader.
Responsibilities,
okay.
Yes.
Mommy, are you saying something, Sebo? Okay. Are you saying something?
I can say some little thing that we are all leaders depending on the circumstance in which you are. Depending on the responsibility which you've been given. Yeah? For instance, when you were young, if at school you were a class monitor, you were a leader in that group. If you are like a leader of a certain group, still you were a leader. Okay, during the young phase of our lives, bakunganya bano bakunganya ogamba mwe muje tukole timu ne twakanye n'eri timu endala era bali mukulembeze oba waka. Anyone is a leader depending on the circumstance. Oba anyone has ever been a leader, though in different roles.
Okay, Mami Bwanika, wembulize ekibuuzo, because you talked about akabonda akatono, you talked about football, you talked about classroom. What if I happen to grow up nganze siberanko class monitor, sikulemberanko kapiira, siberanko na title yonna? Does that mean I am not a leader? Because there are people who are like that, and I think those are the majority. Does that make them not leaders?
Sisuubira nti omuntu mbulamu asobola okukola n'ava mu buto n'atuuka mu myaka tugeze nga 25 tewabeerangawo assignment emuweereddwa mu bulamu. Ayinza okuba nga ali smart mu kintu ekimu ne bagamba oli mulungi mu ekyo ekintu situlu n'aba nga yakikoleramu.
Okay. Great. Any other person? Yes?
I believe yes, everyone is a leader, because even when you're young, you have that, you're given that, you give yourself a chance to lead yourself. Sometimes leadership does not depend on you leading other people, but even leading yourself. Because sometimes when you're given a group to lead, some people end up forgetting about themselves. Now let me lead this one, let me be perfect here, let me do this, and we lead ourselves out. So everyone is the leader.
Okay. Yes. Any other person? Yes, Mr.
Me, I think literally a leader is someone able to influence others to do something, actually to willingly do something. And so for that reason, I may say, according to the notes, not everyone is born a leader, but everyone is born with leadership potential.
Okay, so because you've talked about influencing others, so you're saying that leadership begins, that for there to be leadership, there must be others.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Mumbije, you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to I don't know whether it's kind of differing from what you've been saying, but what I wanted to say is just like what you said, we are born with the leadership potential in us, though not everybody has been a leader. I'll now move to that side. I'll not say that everybody has had the opportunity of exploring or using that ability in them. So just like how we've been able to be leaders in different circumstances, I know that people with that potential, but they've not been able to bring it out because of different reasons. But I believe the potential we have, but the use of it, I don't believe.
So you're also saying that omuntu abeera yekka, that where there is one person, there is no leadership. Is that what you're saying? Because you and Mwami Busura, you seem to be suggesting that leadership begins with the existence of another person. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yes, Mr. President.
Just quoting, he who is thinking is leading without people is just simply taking a walk, so he's not leading. Okay. So he who is just leading, who thinks he's leading without people, he's just simply taking a walk. Okay. He's not leading. Now that is Maxwell.
Okay, so then how do we accommodate Ms. Nawunya's thought here that she said that leadership begins with us? Isn't that leadership? What are we calling that? What is that? Because first she was saying that
because you have to lead yourself in ideas.
Yes, her point was everyone is a leader, and she said because we lead ourselves. And if I also remember correctly, the first set of principles we did in the build up was self-government. So how can you have government? I thought government is about leadership. So mumbeja zarwango ne Mwami Busura saba munyambe kawa and Mwami Seruga. What is that? Awatali obukulembeze butandiko ino omuntu agoberera. Is that what you're saying?
Leadership is simply influence.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're like you're saying, if you're influencing yourself to do something, then that's what you actually are saying, that there has to be another party. Yeah.
Another party.
Yes.
Who is not you?
Aha.
Okay. Let me you tell me. You tell me then when God was telling was telling Cain that if you do what Genesis 4:7 says, if you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at the door. It desires to have you, but you must master it. Isn't that leadership?
What are you mastering?
Himself. Isn't that him mastering himself? Because God was talking to Cain about himself, and he's saying you must master it. Isn't that leadership? Team, one person, no leadership.
No, I'm trying to understand. Is taking care of myself or doing what I'm supposed to do leadership?
Because you're taking charge of your life. Because for me, I'm thinking you're taking charge of, and that is what you're standing in the gap. You're taking charge of. You're deciding to. But you are making a decision to.
Okay, Mwami Busura, yes.
Me, I think me taking care of myself is not part of something that I'm supposed to lead myself.
It is not leadership.
It's not. It's my responsibility.
Which is what leadership
to take care of myself. Leadership. I'm supposed to carry on someone.
Okay.
Because now, assuming I choose not to eat, am I leading myself, or I'm just, sometimes I want to feel I'm leading myself when actually I'm just taking a walk, just as someone said. Because me, I believe God saying know yourself, it means it's my responsibility to understand who I am. But when God says teach. So I'm supposed to lead those people into understanding.
So you're insisting that leadership begins with the existence of another party.
Hey.
So you're saying that. So let me ask you, who leads your life?
God leads my life.
Okay, so there is God, and then the government and all these people. Nayenga, we tewekulembera gwe just oyina bakugamba okwemanaginga kiki teba bukulembeze kani.
They are managers and leaders. Those are two different things.
Okay, that's interesting. So we have 1, 2,
That's why we have
3 people.
That's why we have administrators.
Okay, so we have 4 people, including me, who are saying that everyone is a leader because it begins with an individual, that you must lead yourself. And we have 3 people who are saying that leadership begins with other people, and so some.
No. It is influence. Leadership is influence. So there has to be a component.
So for leadership to exist, there must be other people who you're influencing.
Yes.
And you're saying that it is. You guys are funny. So you're saying that.
So that's the opinion. That's your words.
What?
Why are you saying people are funny?
That's my opinion. Their opinion is funny. What's wrong with that? No, because I find it interesting because let me ask you a question. How come our lives, each of us, our lives are different from other people's lives? Isn't that because you've influenced yourself to move that direction?
You've managed yourself to move that direction.
Sometimes
Please move to the next question.
Sometimes yes, the circumstances around us make us to take that.
So they are your leaders, eh?
Because the circumstance can lead you.
No, that's what you
that is what you're explaining. The circumstance can lead you.
So let me also ask you a question. If you end up in the hands of a bad leader, okay, who is telling you to do bad, and you want to choose otherwise, okay, what is that? Oh, and you choose otherwise. Isn't that leadership? Haven't you led yourself away from the bad leader? If you have a bad leader and they say murder, nego no Uganda, aren't you leading yourself against the bad leader? Isn't that leadership? Because I find that leadership begins at that point, that each one of us wakes up every morning and says, I find that to be leadership, and that's why for me I believe everyone is a leader, because that's where leadership begins.
And you're picking out one aspect of decision making, responsibility as part of the leadership. Be running Romo, Be running Romo.
You have to.
Qualities of a good leader.
And that is those are qualities, but we are.
And it's qualities that
if I am a leader for myself and I have those qualities,
that means he's a leader. How do you have qualities? Qualities of the rain, it is water, but it is not water.
That's why I'm saying if you can have those qualities, but if you're not influencing, then you're not a leader.
Okay.
But you see, I am influencing Hilda. I am exactly to be the person
then
that
you're
Hilda
just
is.
simply taking a walk.
No.
You're not leading.
So let me ask you. So if you seem to be lazy, then you're a poor leader. Because some people are just reluctant to do things that are good for them. Are they bad leaders?
Yes, they are.
So you're a bad leader or you're a poor leader?
They are poor leaders over themselves.
I don't understand. So those are bad.
No, my your hand was up.
Back to your question, I think we're not in a moral consciousness of knowing what to do and not what to do. So if I see that this leader is actually leading the moral consciousness within me, will definitely say that is wrong. All that is because God.
So you decide. So you decide for yourself. That's
so. It's my.
Does that make it?
Goes back to me.
It's
my responsibility.
I am taking
take a decision to say, let me follow, or let me quit.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that responsibility, because about Uganda, there's no situation where you only have one choice. There are other options, and war on the ladies, and that leadership. So let me ask, how did we all end up here today? We are in this fellowship. How did we end up here?
Influence.
We choose.
And you brought yourself.
We choose.
You brought yourself here.
Then you're leaders.
So you're saying. So are you saying that in your life, leadership over your life starts with someone, an external party?
That's not what we're saying.
I thought leadership begins with you, that you lead.
Because
yourself.
you see, if influence comes from some other person, that means you need some other person.
Because if you define leadership as influence.
Exactly. That means you need some other person to influence for that,
you.
or for you to influence to become a leader. So at what point did you start influencing to become a leader? Yeah, what are you influencing when you have not actually directed yourself into the person that you are to influence somebody?
There are many bad leaders around.
The bad people are bad.
Yeah, they are bad leaders, of course.
Even sometimes we become bad leaders.
You're actually bringing it this way. You can the influence can come within you.
Which makes you a leader.
Right.
Yes, which makes you a leader.
Okay.
But already, no. The influence can come from you. But the impact, remember the impact of the influence is not on you.
Exactly. You said that influence. You said leadership is influence. So influence can come from you. So you can lead you because you influence you.
Yes.
So you can be a leader because the influence is you.
But that doesn't make everyone a leader.
But everybody has influence. You lead your life.
Just a moment. We have a hand
That's
here.
the assumption.
Just.
That's the assumption.
About influence,
that we need to.
They're talking about influence.
Yes.
Sometimes we may not have physical people we are leading, but there are people who are looking up to you. So when you don't lead yourself properly, you may end up missing out the people who are
within your influence.
Okay.
But physical, you are talking about the physical people you're leading. Me, I'm talking about people who are looking up to you somewhere.
I choose to live my life the way I want.
Like you
But there's
guys
someone
stating it.
you're influencing.
But someone at me. Okay,
What am
you're
I
saying
As
I
well
don't
as
have
the
to
opponent
be
of
like that.
influence.
But I'm not
Okay.
leading
Wait,
myself.
no. Techiganye. They are just varying opinions here. There was a question from Zarwang. Yes.
No, I was just thinking of the moments when I've led people into doing something.
Something
Something
good or bad?
no good. But because that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so that makes me.
That's leadership.
Still, that is
Yeah.
influence.
So,
Yeah, and that's what we are saying, that it is known to gweke nyini, but
No, but you say your statement is there are times when I have led.
yeah, people.
I have led people. So, but you have led.
Not me. What I'm saying, for me, it is a responsibility to manage myself,
Okay.
take care of myself.
Okay.
It's a responsibility
Okay,
for me.
great. So let's go back to the question. Do you believe everyone is a leader?
Why?
Seruga is saying no. Do you believe everyone is a leader? Are there people who are not leaders?
Serugaleka answer ya Richard.
Okay, yes, Sura.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, you're still thinking. Zaranga, are there people who are not leaders?
I said everybody has the potential, but some people
Okay.
have not exploited.
Have potential, but
That's
some
what
not
I said.
exploited.
So, they are leaders.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
The minute they are leaders, but they haven't exploited
That-
that.
that was
they
my
have the
answer
skills.
initially, and I still say
That's what you say.
Okay,
Okay. In the interest of time, let's go to the next question.
question.
We had two stories. One was a love story. The other one was Egwino kubanga yakoledde. Anyway. So then the other one was the cave. So what leadership lessons do you pick Gwengo Omuntu from the stories of Luz and Pem?
lessons I picked as a leader. You have to hang in there or hold on, even when you're scared within you. You don't have to bring it out, because there are moments when I used to think about my journey and I'm like, there are things I've done that I wouldn't want to repeat. But as like Stella, you don't have to dress your failures for the people around you to see. It was a journey you went through, and you need to be different. You don't have to bring out what you're scared of or you're fearful of outside, because those around you will not find any encouragement or support amidst what they're going through. So as a leader, you ought to hang in there and be strong to encourage those that are around you. Even when it feels lonely or very painful, you ought to think about those that are around you. Because, we normally say, God make me a channel of blessings, and our blessings are all about food and money. But also me hanging in there, I'm acting, I believe I'm also acting as a channel of encouragement, and that is a blessing from me to the people around me. So holding on, and also, so maybe that leads to the bit of not quitting easily, because when you look at, was it Pemi's wife, that name was hard.
something.
Yeah, because there is a bit where she became blind because of the eyes and everything. She became blind, and somehow she was kind of getting worried. She couldn't see that bit, but still this guy had to hold on, and I never have feel that it is well. It will be well at the end. We are going there, and when we get there, everything will be back to normal. Yes, so I love that about the leadership in the home, and also the other bit of leadership of Louis, of hold on to your fears and everything, so that the people around you can hang in there. I'm not saying that you hold on so that you burst like that Reid advert. But at least you as a leader, you have somebody to share you get somebody to share your worries with, probably in prayer, or somebody to listen to you, but not this whole congregation getting to know what is going on, so that they're all even scared more than you, and they're looking at you and wondering. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Urzúa.
Me, one thing that I saw was actually, as leaders, we need to set goals. Because in all these situations, Pem was never, Ivermach was at some point worried of his future and stuff. He still looked up to his goal that he had said was to marry his beautiful wife. And so, we as leaders, we need to also set goals and know this is where I'm headed to. And whatever circumstance, I have to attain my goal.
Okay. Yes. Great leaders need to set goals. Thank you, Sebo. Any other person? Yes, Mr. Seruga.
I'm actually no. I'm trying to
leader tanyiga.
No. Tokkiriza kufuula mpulunguse. Stay true to yourself. Kubanga, if you give in for the pressures, you will be tossed right to left, center, and then you become a pulunguse.
For me, what I learned is endurance does pay off, but it is you need to commit yourself to endure, regardless of what you're going through. You need to commit yourself to endure. As long as you know, I think it will go back. Then you can endure in what you're actually struggling for. Then it will actually come through for you. That even if it doesn't come through for you, at least you wouldn't have given up halfway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. Let's go and let someone has something they would like to add. Was your hand up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to. Do you have anything? Let's go to the next question. Relaxed intensity. What did? So it's not one of the questions. I'm just trying to figure out what did we make of it. What does relaxed intensity mean for us?
Okusinzira engeri gye nakirabyemu oba okusinzira engeri gye nkirabamu nti ebiseera ebimu kati kambesinge ku circumstance ono gayi Pem ne Shezmaye nti baali ku lusozi ng'omukyala yalowooza okusooka yalowooza azibira kyasobola nakulaba wadde n'akatono. To be realistic, circumstance yali eraga nti baali bubi ng'emikisa gy'okufa gyali mingi naye ono ye n'amanya nti nange wenna fiya yange weneebanga eyo ono ffenna tuyinza okukifiiramu so ye ne yeekakanya aye naaba ng'asalawo kumugumya bugumya nankubadde bonna bali mu circumstances ezimu naye n'asalawo obutajjayo fiyayo kugya expressinga kitegeera nti kati kambawo ekyokulabirako kati ffe emirimu gye tubeeramu olumu ku bizimbe ebimu ebinene abantu bafiirako naye oli asobola okufa mu kupapa
atya
ettaka tugeze eriyiise ekitege mu kubugoota naye ayinza okufiirawo ate amangu just olw'okutya fiya eyinza okubeerawo liyinza obutamuyiga naye mu kubuukabuuka okwo oba ayinza okwekona ku kintu naye n'abeera injured naye bwekkiriza nti
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bwanika. I think Waroko in Jokoza, which I think is very powerful, and they were in the same circumstances. Pem ne fiance ne mchala we, bali they were facing the same circumstances. Louise they were all under the cave, but these two chose to to react differently. And I think that's very powerful because Orustros anti omukulembeze babeera mu different circumstances. Never babeera in the same circumstance. Ekira point najo koze ya okubeera omukakamu, which is I think the definition of or the summary of relaxed intensity. Kubanga bagana omusota gukuluma. The first thing is stay calm. Isn't it? Stay calm. Bobanga bagama ntamata even in a pool bogwa mu pool abantu bafa because they are panicking, you know. So nanywa manji. In fact bagama nokubulula agenda osoka n'omuleka soka nanywa otherwise bogezako omuta asanga achina amanya ayinza agenda naawe anga ayinza okubengumyaawo oba nakunyweza nakutuga natuga life jacket ye nemukirira, you know. So that's so any other benefits of relaxed intensity? It can save lives. Any other benefit of relaxing?
It makes you you make decisions more informed. I think more informed decisions instead of just when you make a lot of decisions and you're not calm. Yes, Obama boom, Obamuka, then you end up making the wrong decisions. Yeah.
Okay.
I also think it helps in leading well.
How?
Like the way he explained it. If you're in the same situation and you're all panicking, you will not lead well. But if one decides to stay calm and face the challenge, however much it's in the same situation, it helps you to lead people. Because when you calm down, you get refreshing ideas and ways on how you can lead people.
Okay, thank you.
For me, it serves relationship to see.
To lead us about you? How? Mm-hmm.
It serves relationships. Yes. Yes. When you come, nebikuvamu bibera informed obanga bizamu manyi. Naye omuntu apanikinga sobola okuyisamu ekigambo awo. Of course now. You will refer to me, but it's okay. Yes. You lose money that way. You lose money, yeah. So
Okay, yes, mwani Busulwa.
To me, it gives you peace of mind, and when you have the peace, you get encouraged and keep on doing what you're. But the moment you lose it at that point, but when you calm down, this is what is happening, and this I'm supposed to go about it. Okay, gives you the encouragement to keep on going.
Great, thank you. Want to say something?
No, I was just adding on what Hilda said of thinking and to say it helps you stay focused on your goals or on the goals of a given group that you're leading, because if you have a goal you're working on and any storm comes along the way, nga toli mugumu ola nga nawo you're in a panic mode, the goals will always change. Because said I'm naye Nakulabye wala kasiwa tudeken. So you keep on going different directions, even leaving the correct one because you've seen something along the way, but taking off time and you really think or you just step back and not look at the pressures around you. It's helpful.
Okay. Thank you. I think that's another good one, because you know, bagamba when you bobogenza okuyiga enjovu, baga they say person who stops and throws stones at every barking dog will not get where they are going. And sometimes these barking dogs are it's the panic is over barking dog. Ngesobola kujja kumulamwa, you know, not that panic. So what you do, you first you soka no musorting akubanga bwo batu musortinze nga mwenyini, you can't provide good leadership over yourself today then you can't sort bana tuli mu kisiibo bintu biva mabega bana fwe bakola. Okay, let's wrap it up with the last question. According to the book, how can you, this is personal as a person, how can you develop relaxed intensity? Because we've I mean, it has benefits, and it really has benefits. Let me tell you, if Zarwango was still there, if there was a snake, the gumuri came out, no mugamati, I am telling you. Oyinza okwewuunya. Ayinza n'okulinnya kate ne gumuluma. Naye ekyokola mugamba relax, don't panic. Then n'okola ki? N'omuyamba. You know, so it has benefits. So how can we develop this? Because we are all leaders over ourselves and other people. Nzizeeyo ku katono. So emotoka yange eri mu reverse gear. Kati, how do we develop that?
Ekimu ku kyemmanyi ekiyinza okutuyamba okubeera ne relaxed intensity kwe kubeera informed. Ekiseera esinga bw'obeera nga ekintu okirinako knowledge oba idea naye kiba kize naye kiba kizibwe engeri gyokikwatamu tokibugutaniramu ng'ola talina kyakimanyiko wadde okitegeera. So I would encourage us to always update ourselves with the various information. Circumstances bwe zijja nga za muyaga tusobola okuzenganga mu bukaka ne tuziyita namu.
Thank you. Another person? Yes.
As a leader, since we are talking about leadership, as a leader, I'm thinking of taming my mouth, the words that come out in different moments, because with the bit of being relaxed and it also goes to my mouth keeping quiet more. So when you bring out more, you don't know what damage you've caused and what you've really broken that is hard for you to bring back. So listening, I can listen and receive, but the bit of bringing out, I ought to control how I respond to what I bring in. Because if you're seated here and you're discussing about something, I might bring out things that I can't take back. So I ought to listen more and speak less.
Thank you. That's a good leadership tip. But let me go back to the question. How can we develop this relaxed intensity? Yes, Nakulabye. How can we develop it? Yes.
Sometimes it starts with me knowing myself, my strength and my weaknesses. Kuba we manya nti kino we kijja nvaako. Definitely I tend to focus more nemanya nti okay netegede bwe manya nti kino we kijja, it doesn't take me off. So the way I handle. So to me, I think it starts with me understanding myself, my weaknesses and my strength.
Thank you. And I think that's the first point even in the book. It says stay true to yourself. And it says that let your passion and commitment become stronger than your fears. I think, let me tell you, one of the things I realize about the great people in this world, those people who do great things, it's not because they are always in a great environment, but those guys are always internal confidence. Abayemanyi kagamba nga tosobola kumuyuza like abayemanyi. So it's very, very important that whatever dream, because sometimes we panic and we let go even dreams that we should hold on to. Friends, I want to encourage us that whatever passion you have, whatever dream you have, whatever thing you know, wala chintu wenga na wochimanyi ntoche ngocheka kasa, stay true to yourself. Like sit. Let me tell you, there's more greatness inside of you than outside. And I think all the greatness you want is within you because God created you and you're great. There's some people who overblow this thing of your gods, but the Bible attempts to even create that kind of comparison because we are great, and all the great things in this world, all the great things have been made by people who have also blood in their veins like you. So search within yourself, take time, reflect, wait again, stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself and let your dreams overcome your fears. Go for it. Okay? Sigamba nti kisawo toyoga musoke mujemu abazanya abalala bonna ndyoke mbalaga ndi nsobola okuteeba. But that's how all these guys make it. So just search within yourself and let your passion and commitment become stronger than your fears. Okay? Anyone else wants something, or should I wrap up with what is in the book?
Wrap up.
We have then it says don't try to blend in out of fear. Of course, that's related to what we have been saying. Don't try to blend in. Just because kati go bobo yagala kufana bala kati gratu wazalibwa oba muntegeera
obenga bali
wazalibwa kubeera nga bali kati then that means we have excess of one person gwenebovaawo. Don't blend in. Be you, Uganda. Be you. Just be you. Don't try to blend in. Okay? Because everyone is doing this, let me also do this. No, just
be you.
Be you. And then some of the things Katitwe Togerako is that you know that you have what it takes to be a great leader. Everyone is born to be a leader about Uganda. You need to know that you have the ability to be a leader. Now you can build on that ability as Mumbeja was telling us. You can invest in that potential that Zarang was talking about. You can build it, but you have the ability to be a leader. So you need to have that confidence. Up to this age, then you can be a leader. Okay, but so you can be a leader. Nene point before I hand over back to the president. Point as Christians, information. One of the places of Uganda we can go to and find information that will help us overcome any fear that we can find in this life is the Bible. Okay? Because I find that most people, why we panic is because we are not sure of the end. Sorting out fears, deal with the end. Omuntu ategedde ngeri ekintu ekigenda okuggwamu taba na fear. Kwanga bamanya ngeri ekigenda okuggwamu. If for example, you cannot be anxious about a football match if you know the final score. Can you? Nkusange ngoli awo nga match yawedde jjungu naye nga bana ateeba bateeba boli kekichamu. So olugendo lwo bw'oba omanyi nti gy'ogenda bategese hotel baba kwesunga tosobola kweraliikirira mmere. Tosobola kweraliikirira. Because you know the end, so one of the challenges we have Christians, and which is sad, Christians, that have a Christian father not this confidence. That's some of so because we're not sure of the end, but the Bible has made it clear in Romans 8:28 that in all things, even in your own death, God is working for your own good. Amen. So if really even in your death, God is going to still be working for your own good, what fear should you have? Because these guys had no guarantee they were going to get out. You don't despair. You keep strong because you're saying, no, I know God is working for my good. So you can't cause this. Because you know the end that in that moment because you know the end. So let us get that information. Let's get information. Let's be informed people. Let's read about politics, academics, agriculture, buildings, and all these things. Okay, but tubyongereze ku musingi gwa Bible kubanga bw'osoma Bible n'ogitegeera. That's the most important information you can have, and if you have that, Amina. Kale omukama abeere namwe. Over to you, President.